Well, yeah,
So,
yeah.
which I'm sure would like to bitch too, but it was just hard. You always like to win the first game, but I guess there was more positives than negatives. What do you think about our coach? What do you think about our new coach?
Well, he was. I mean, obviously, he did terrible last year. um, eh, I'm still on the fence. I'm still, he had a bad year last year, but he didn't have AJ all year, and they
Yeah,
dealt with a lot, and their offensive line was rough. Um, so it's like,
I'm undecided yet too, but I like that we went young. I like that he was a quarterback guru. So there's some positive things to
you
take
know,
from it.
I'm I'm not I'm not someone who looks at this kind of situation and just condemns them for one bad season. I'm not a Browns fan. I
Yeah, they
don't
want to fire him after one season.
I don't want to fire a coach after
No,
one bad season. I
no.
recognize that you have to give time. You have to give them time to develop, and I'm willing to see how he does this year before I start hating.
Wanting to hang him.
Right. I may be a bitcher, I
The
may be a
torches.
hater, but I recognize that it takes more than 1 year to really fix problems. And it's not
Yeah,
like they were good the year before last year too. So, he was there's a reason Marvin was fired.
yeah,
So it takes time to, turn things around. So I don't have a huge opinion on him yet.
yeah. It's a little early to make that decision, but like you said, we don't want to just say, okay, fire him. It's been horrible. Get him out of here. And obviously they won't because Brown will keep him for 20 years if he can. And that's what I don't want to hate on Marvin Lewis, but I think Marvin, he just got stale. He was there too long, and it just got. I was really excited back when the Bengals first hired Marvin Lewis.
Oh
I was
yeah,
really stoked about it
he was the defensive coordinator for the Ravens when they went to the Super
when they went
Bowl.
to the Super
When they
Bowl.
were,
Yeah,
and that defense was fantastic.
yeah.
In
And let's be
fairness,
honest, we should have. The year that Palmer got hurt by the Steelers in the playoffs,
we should have
that's
been to the
going back.
Super Bowl. I
That
agree.
that was our year. And here again, Bengals fans, fuck you.
Fuck you, Chemo
We're
von Ohlhoffen.
yeah, still to this day, okay?
Oh yeah,
Carson Palmer was never the same.
had that not happened, I would not remember the damn name Chemo von Ohlhoffen, but I have it etched in my damn mind because
He
of
never forgets.
2005.
Never forgets.
Never
He's
forget.
gonna hunt you down.
Oh, fuck that
That
guy.
fuck
Fuck
yeah.
the Steelers. Fuck that
Oh,
guy.
oh, don't even get me
This is a
started on
Bengals
Pittsburgh.
podcast. We will alienate other teams. Fuck you all.
Yes, fuck every one of them. Oh, jeez. It should have
Now,
been our year.
my second favorite team is anybody playing the Steelers. That's
Amen.
that's my second favorite team. Anyone playing the Steelers is my
Yeah,
second favorite team.
definitely.
So, is there anything else we want to talk about or bitch about this game, about the Bengals game?
We didn't win, damn it. No, I mean we could go on all day about that last call, but I'm still in the same place you are. Technically, he pushed off. So what are you gonna do?
I mean, yeah, it's not like I'm looking at that and thinking, that's a bullshit call.
No,
That pass interference and that holding call,
those were bullshit.
those are bullshit calls.
Yeah.
Those are ticky tacky, and I can't believe they. But that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do this podcast was to bitch about those calls. I was so pissed off about those calls. I
But we
mean,
know it happens every year. You know the bad roughing's gonna happen. It happens every year.
and I
Every
normally bitch every year. Uh, I will. Next time I watch the Bengals, I will probably be writing down stuff because I didn't plan on doing this podcast until after the game.
say
I did.
to be a little fair, this was very short notice, so I'm just winging it. Like I have
Yeah,
no
yeah,
notes. I'm just going with the flow.
yeah. I'm trying to prepare myself for this kind of thing. I don't even know. Like I haven't fully figured out what I'm doing. I might do another podcast. Somebody suggested they would like to join me on the next one after the Browns Bengals game because he's a Browns fan.
I
So I
saw
thought
that.
it might be fun to butt heads back and forth with a Browns fan. I
Yeah.
think I might try to focus on that if I can get guests In fact, anybody listening, if you're a guest and you are a fan of the opposing team, I'm all about fighting with you.
Oh yeah.
We'll fight all
And
night.
since it is a bitching show, I mean, really, the more the merrier. You know, you don't want to crowd your podcast, but
Oh
you
yeah,
have
we can
3 or 4
maybe.
of us, and we're having a big bitch fest. I mean, that would be.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, we could probably add some more. That'd be
I
fun.
mean, I'm down to do it whenever.
Yeah.
I can just be more prepared next time.
Right. Well, I'd like to be more prepared as
Yeah.
well. Like I said, I didn't. I mean, if I would have realized I was going to make this podcast, I would have made a podcast before the game so we could talk about what we think is going to happen, or give our
Right.
predictions and talk about the Bengals beforehand. But I literally got pissed off and was like, I want
That's it.
to.
It's a
I'm like,
podcast.
as I put in the description, I bitch about the Bengals all the time. Now I just have a mic.
Right.
Now you just
Now my voice
now
can
I
be
just have a
heard.
I just have a mic so I can bitch to the world.
Amen.
And
Bitch about myself.
if I know Bengals fans, I'll find plenty of people to bitch with me.
Yeah. Or to share joy with you. It could go either way.
I
I
would
mean,
prefer to share joy, but
I think Thursday we will get our first win.
I think you know what? Let's move on to
And
that.
then,
I think we've said
okay.
what we want to say about the Bengals game. Let's move on to the Browns Bengals Thursday night football game. Tomorrow night we got Bengals Browns. Let me see. Is it home or away? I think it's the first game was home.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that one.
You talk amongst yourselves.
Talk so much.
I will,
Me and my imaginary friends. No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm listening, so
I've
let me
secluded myself
look
so there
real
was
quick
no
and see
noise. So,
where the game's gonna be, where with no fans. So.
But let me tell you what, if I totally believe we'll win, but man, if we don't, next week could be really ugly.
Oh my gosh.
I might come on here and every other word be fuck, okay? Because the Browns are a mess. They are a mess.
I didn't watch the game, obviously. I was watching the Raiders game with my brother. They got decimated.
There was a lot of sloppy play Sunday, which goes with no off season, no preseason. But the Browns are just a cesspool of fucking sewer shit. Like, I don't know. Sorry, Cleveland fans, but it makes me feel a little better when I just look at what happens to you.
They know.
I don't know other than they got to quit switching coaches and GMs all the time. I don't know what the answer is in Cleveland. Like, it's just it's ugly. It's really fucking ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if they should be a franchise anymore. I'm just saying.
The game is at Cleveland, so we're going to their home.
If it is at Cleveland, so we can go in there, beat them.
Yeah.
That'll be their. If they lose, that's 2 division games right off the rip you've lost to begin your season.
In fairness, I hate them. Absolutely hate them, as I do most of my rivals. The Ravens look really fucking good. I mean, the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens look like they're going to be a tough team. And, I mean, yeah, Cleveland didn't show much, but I'm worried that might have a lot to do with the team that we're facing.
Well, there's always
Lamar
that X
Jackson
factor.
is legit.
Like when the Bengals and Browns play, that's the you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
even when we're good and they're bad, or vice versa.
One year we were both bad, and the Bengals and Browns played, and I remember that they set the record for the most points scored in a single game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was 2 of the worst.
Game.
I would have to look up the year and everything, but 2 of the worst teams in the league, and yeah, we.
Apparently, it was our defense that was really bad because
both defenses that were really bad.
Both defenses were terrible.
But I agree. I mean, we aren't on the level of Baltimore. That's for sure. But with the Browns, I see it's not just it's chemistry. Like, there's just nothing there. I'm not trying to totally just pound this team in the ground, but like we talked about, at least the Bengals looked like they have chemistry and they connect and they get along. The Browns look like everybody's playing their own game. If that makes sense.
I can't. That makes sense, but I can't say. I didn't watch the game,
right?
So I can't say yes or no to that.
Right, but that's the view I got from it. Like, there's just no continuity there. First of all, you got Odell, which Odell's a handful, and Cleveland doesn't have anybody that can handle Odell Beckham.
I think I read that Odell wants to leave. He wants to go.
Yeah, he's crying already. He's crying already. But
Has he
he's a
got?
handful in himself. Odell's the kind of guy, God, I wouldn't want him to go there, but he's the kind of guy that goes to New England and ends up being real good because Belichick knows how to rein those kind of
Oh,
people in. You
I
know?
know. I hate that shit.
Yeah, me too. And I believe Baker Mayfield is talented. I'm not saying he could be Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, or anything like that. I think Baker has talent, but everybody just looks like in that first game, they all looked like they were playing their own football game. There was
Well,
no continuity.
I hope they don't get that together until the week after.
Right.
Next week they can, maybe start showing a little bit of. But this week, I just want to dominate. I want Joe Burrow to prove me wrong.
Shine.
I want him to look at me and be like, "You didn't want me as the number one pick. You didn't want me," and then prove me wrong.
Now look,
Yeah,
bitch.
it's like Chase Young fucking who?
Yeah.
That's what I want I want Joe Burrow to to yell at me. I want him to be angry
And say, fuck you, Steven. Fuck you.
And you know what? There's another thing I liked about Joe Burrow. I'm starting to like him more because of this game. I watched a post-game interview with him where he said his performance was a D, and I disagree with him, but I like that he takes the blame. He's like, it's on me. I should have thrown that shovel pass. I should have made those. There was a really bad throw he made to A.J. Green where he just if he would have had that on target, oh my gosh, A.J. Green was wide open, and that would have been a touchdown. That could have been the difference in this game. He took the blame. He's harder on himself than all of us because what I saw was at least a C+ to B performance.
Oh yeah,
I thought,
I would give
especially
it a B at least.
Yeah,
being a rookie.
It wasn't great, but you look at him as a rookie. You look at him as with someone without a preseason.
Yeah,
I say that's a B. It's at least a B performance.
Oh yeah, at least.
I thought he did well. I did not hate Joe Burrow.
I would almost bet if we looked it up, I'm sure his first game in the NFL is probably comparable and better than a lot of quarterbacks.
Right.
You got to take that into consideration, and he doesn't act like just like that press conference.
And I bet you all those. I bet all those other quarterbacks got a little bit of reps in the preseason.
Yeah.
So and that has to be different. When you're in practice, your defense isn't trying to devour you. They're not playing full speed. They're not trying to hit. Yeah. They're not trying to hurt you. It's a whole different beast from game to practice.
Yeah. Definitely.
So
and of course we're in this whole new crazy world right now too. Good God. Did you get to see any of the Kansas City game?
Oh yeah.
The Chiefs game? Andy Reid's face shield kept fogging up and he couldn't even see his playbook.
Yeah, I believe I watched the whole thing, yeah. Well, no. There was a point in the fourth quarter where I was like, okay, this game's over, and I stopped. Okay. Yeah. But I watched most of the game. Kansas City is also a team that looks like they're going to be pretty dominant.
Patrick Mahomes is unnatural.
Yeah, it's unfair. It's unfair.
It is unfair. Let's bitch about that. Patrick Mahomes, wherever your mom is, Mrs. Mahomes.
I feel bad. I feel bad for my brother. He's in that division.
Yeah, he's going to have to face that.
Twice a year. I mean,
that guy. And there's something.
You know what? In fairness, we got Lamar Jackson, so we're not in a much better position.
Who, by the way, is better than I thought he would be. When Lamar first came into the league, I thought, oh, here we go. It's one of these guys that thinks but he changed his game. In college, he was pretty much a scrambler. He might as well have been a running back, Yeah. But he's proven me wrong. He's changed his game.
He's pretty I'm not
intense.
Looking forward to that Ravens game, let's just say.
Me neither.
That one could be a little scary,
There's going to be no episode of the podcast that week because we'll need time to recover. No. Like somebody just died. We're going to take a week off. Sorry.
Right. But yeah, so Browns game didn't look good. I hope they don't look good this Thursday.
They look like it's a full, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope Odell Beckham's like, I don't want to play. You know.
Right. Not even looking for the ball, just walking down the field. Like,
I know.
I don't know what it brought.
I think I saw someone on Facebook share because I'm on a Bengals group or whatever, and I think I saw someone share about how they um, that they think we should go after Odell because he wants to leave Cleveland. No, I
No,
don't want
thank you.
fucking. Number one, I don't want Odell. I don't want those problems.
No.
I think our wide receiver core is pretty decent. You know, Boyd's pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got AJ still.
Wish
Do
we had
we
the
really?
younger AJ.
I mean, sure, but
Yeah, but
AJ didn't look
I
bad. He
like
looked
Boyd a lot,
good.
though. I do like Boyd a lot.
Yeah, John Ross. We got John Ross the
John
third.
Ross. Yep.
What we need is an offensive line. So,
Yeah.
you know, if Odell can play offensive line, hey, I guess I'll take him. But
Yeah, and I don't think he can. So
I don't think he can. Yeah, I don't. That's what we need to be fixing. We need to be fixing that offensive line.
Yeah, and that's my biggest concern is Burrow getting hurt major this year because of the offensive line not protecting him.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's my biggest worry.
I don't even know who our backup is.
I have no idea.
No
I don't
idea.
know who's on our roster. No clue.
No.
It was all about Burrow, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And we didn't see a preseason, so we didn't get to see the backups.
Yeah.
No. So what's your prediction for the game?
Make me do a prediction for the Thursday night game.
Yep.
We're gonna win. I'm gonna say we're gonna win. But I don't expect. I would love for Burrow to just explode, but you know, I don't know. I'm gonna say 21-7 of Bengals. That's my prediction.
Well, these games always get close. They always get close. I don't care how bad they are. The Browns, Bengals, they just
never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. I'm thinking 24-21 Bengals.
Nice. Probably closer than mine. It could end up being 9-6, though. You know, you never know.
I mean,
all field goal game.
I don't think that we have as much to be afraid of by the defense of the Cleveland. You know that we were dealing with the tough defense with the San Diego Chargers. Baker, I do believe, is probably better than Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
I think that we're going to be dealing with a tougher quarterback, but not as tough as the defense. So I'm thinking 24-21. I guess the only other game that we haven't talked about that's in our division is the fucking Steelers. And their piss towels that didn't get to wave, so that was nice.
Right.
They beat the Giants. I watched that game pretty much all the way through, and I didn't think they looked great.
No.
I'm much more afraid of the Ravens than I am the Steelers this year.
Yeah. That game, you have to look at how much the Giants helped beat themselves as well. You know.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the Steelers on that one. That's for sure.
No.
The toughest team in our division is hands down the Ravens are the team to beat in our division. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I love my Bengals, and I'm not trying to, but more than likely the Ravens are going to win our division. I mean,
you play football for a reason, and so I mean, yeah, you're right. They're probably the likeliest. I will just be happy if we can at least take second in a wild card. We got 3 wild cards to take this year.
That's right, we do.
They upped it to 7 teams in the playoffs in the AFC.
And I would be happy with wild card.
I would go from worst team in the league to a wild card spot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
If you're not happy about that, you are the biggest hater or pessimist on the fucking planet. There is no reason you shouldn't be happy if we go from worst to not first, but
right. But I'm also not going to be. I mean, I'll bitch about it, but if we don't make the playoffs,
oh God, yes. I mean,
if we don't make the playoffs, I'm still not going to be totally disappointed because I realize that we have a rookie quarterback and a coach that's only in his second year. But I'll still bitch.
Well, yeah. But why wouldn't you? I mean, of course you're going to bitch.
That's why you watch.
Yeah, that's why you watch. I mean, that's why
we watch for the same reason they play. They play to get to the playoffs in the Super Bowl. That's why we watch.
We want to
see
bitch,
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we spend all our money on your damn merchandise, and then you piss us off. I probably have, I don't even know how many jerseys I have up there. I still have a Pickens jersey. You mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be really, really cool? If I could get Mike Polk Jr. on this show for the Browns game. Do you know who that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a big Cleveland
yeah.
fan.
Big. Yeah.
He's a comedian. I love him. I've met him.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite comedians. It would be so cool because he loves to bitch about the Browns too. I've watched his videos. He loves to watch. So hashtag get Mike Polk.
Yeah, make it trending #1 right now.
Right, I'm about to tag
Do
him.
it.
I'm gonna message him, see if there's any way I can talk him into joining us on this show.
There you go.
We'll see. I mean, he's probably a busy man. He's working. He's doing the news in Cleveland now. So. Yeah, he's on the I forget which news channel, ABC, CBS, whatever. It's a Cleveland news channel, and he's been one of the anchors on there. So good for him. I love him. I want nothing but the best for him. I really, really would love to go to another one of his shows. I've been to like 4 different shows and loved them every time. So fun. I have his CD. I was literally at the show that he recorded his CD at.
Oh, sweet.
One of them, drawing a blank on the name of the CD, but I was there. It was live at Kent State, something like that.
Got it.
Wherever it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good show.
Yeah, I miss the comedy shows. Me and my wife were going to the Funny Bone quite a bit until all this happened. Now you got to stay away from everybody.
Oh, I believe I saw Mike Polk at the Funny Bone once too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Him and Dan Gabriel. He's another comedian. I friended him on Facebook. They're both great.
Yeah. Funny as shit.
Yep. All right. So, is there any other games you want to talk about that you watched this week? Figure at the end of the show we'll kind of talk about games. Final thoughts.
We talked about Brady a little bit, but did you get to see any of that game? The Saints and Tampa Bay.
We kind of at commercials of the Bengals game. We kind of flipped over to it. So I saw a little bit. I saw that nice interception that Tom Brady threw. I enjoyed that. The
reality check, and man, like right now, it's I know Peyton's up there too, but Drew Brees is definitely one of the top 3 quarterbacks ever.
Oh yeah, Brees is a beast. I like Brees.
Yeah, the Saints. I think the whole weekend, to me, I think the Saints looked the best overall. Tampa Bay was kind of a mess, but I'm just talking like they looked like they played preseason and had training camp. Like I'm just talking everything worked together the way they clicked. They were the best looking team on the field for me out of all the games I watched.
I felt like the Ravens and the Chiefs looked pretty damn good too. So.
Oh yeah, they did. Not taking anything away from anybody else, but there's just something about Drew Brees' magic. I don't know what it is. And Brady has to deal with them all the time now.
In fairness, they didn't play as strong a team, so.
That's true too.
But at the same time, I don't know how good Tom Brady is going to be in the Buccaneers uniform. So I don't know how strong of a team that's going to be. But I guess you look at past, he's had some success. I guess. Guess he's had a little bit of success. So that's probably definitely the toughest
too if we cheated.
contest.
I mean, shit.
Exactly. Exactly. Ugh. Fucking
all right.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be the end of our show.
Sweet.
Fuck the Steelers. Who Dey Bengals.
You're damn right. Fuck those Steelers.
That's. I think that might be our sign off. Fuck the Steelers. Who Dey Bengals.
Who Dey Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Especially the week Steelers week.
Right.
Oh, I know a lot of stupid Steelers fans. I'll have to get one of them on the show.
They're not hard to find.
Oh my gosh,
they're the ones on the side of the road drooling out of their mouth, a little piss towel hanging out of their fucking pocket.
Yeah, they're like cockroaches. They're just everywhere.
Fucking multiply, bitches.
All right. Well, so long, everybody. Who Dey?
Yeah, who Dey? Thanks for having me.